Welcome. And today's topic, we're going to talk about everything that's going on in the world a little bit about the internet. Can the broadband internet basically handle the world's crisis right now with everybody being home? Can we actually provide internet through everybody, right? And what is everybody doing to provide all of you guys that are having to sit at home and being quarantined and all that stuff? What are all the companies doing? Well, let's dive right into it. And I got a few articles that I got pulled up on my laptop here and all that good stuff. So that's the topic of this video today. If you guys have been watching quite a bit of videos on YouTube or Netflix or Amazon Prime or Disney or any of them good service providers, then you might have noticed that the video quality is been reduced a tiny little bit, right? You might have noticed that it doesn't look quite as crispy and clear as it did or as it used to and all that, right? Well, there is a reason for that. And that is, especially on YouTube, they have come right out and said that till the end of, I think till the end of April, they are going to make the default streaming on the video. They're going to reduce it from HD quality down to basically 480p, so which is standard definition instead of HD quality, instead of 720 or 1080p, right? And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to link a couple of links to a couple of different websites and articles about this stuff in the description below. I might also put them in the comment section later once I'm done uploading this video. But anyway, so needless to say, our YouTube video right here, as you guys can see, is not very good quality, right? So let's take a look and see on how you can actually change the quality of it. If you click on here, it says 720, but when you actually click on it, it says auto, right? So as you can see, it doesn't say HD right here. In order for me to have HD, I gotta click on there, right? So then it says HD. I don't have internet on the laptop right now. I turned everything off because I don't want to get all kinds of notifications and then bells and whistles come on, right? But anyways, that's how you can change the quality on the video. That's say on a laptop. If you want to change it on a laptop. Now, I might have to actually, have to turn my service on for this. I probably will get some notifications here, but let me just turn my service back on just so I can actually show you guys on the mobile device on how you can actually change the video quality of it. Let me go in here and let me see if I can actually do this. So this is on an iPhone. You see these three dots right there on top? It might be different on a on an Android device, but you click simply on them three dots, you can see the default upload or the default streaming service right now is set to 480. Normally it would be 720. So you click on the quality and then you can change. On the iPhone you can only go up to 1080p, if you guys can actually see that. So then you can simply change the quality of it. That's how you do it on the iPhone. I'm just going to turn my service back off because I don't want to get a bunch of notifications here. But anyway, so we do have an actual article right here from Google. And it says here to change the quality, blah, blah, blah. It's going to I'm going to leave this article and the link to I'm going to link it in the description below as well. Probably even in the comments there. I might even link it in the comments there so you can go read it yourself on how you can actually change the quality of the setting of the streaming of your video, because YouTube right now is actually reducing it across the world for everybody, because let's face it, a lot of people are being told to stay home. They're quarantined at home for 2 weeks, and guess what? We all get bored, right? So everybody gets on the internet. We all want to watch our shows or do something, right? So that way we're not bored because we're not allowed to leave the house, right? And so that is why everybody is reducing their video quality stream, right? But you can actually change it to HD. It's just you're gonna have to go into the settings and a lot of times and just change it yourself. But here's a post on how you can actually do that, and you can go through it yourself. You can read it yourself. I'm gonna leave the link below so you can read it on how you can go about it. I just showed you on the phone here how you can do that. Also showed you on the computer how you can do that. Now on the TV it's going to be a little bit different, but the article shows you exactly how you can do that. So go ahead and read that article. And another thing that a lot of service providers, for instance, cell phone service providers are doing is they're also reducing the quality of that. But the FCC has stepped in here in the US and said that all the internet providers and cable providers and all of that, they have to keep us connected. So they are not allowed to disconnect us. Even if you didn't pay your phone bill or your internet bill or your cable TV bill, if you didn't pay that, they are not allowed to actually disconnect that at this point. And a matter of fact of speaking, a lot of cables companies, I've heard this from a lot of people here in the US, have said that they're not even charging their customers this month because of everything that's going on in the world. And Verizon has come out and said that they are adding additional 15 gigabytes of data across pretty much all plans as of the month 3/25/2020 until the end of April 30th of this year, 2020. They're going to be adding an extra 15 gigs of data, of mobile hotspot, all that good stuff. You can read it. I'm going to leave the link in the description below as well for this article. The reason why I'm not really putting it up here is because it's got those names in there that we're not allowed to talk about here on YouTube technically, which basically what we are talking about is what's going on in the world, right? But anyways, pretty much every carrier out there is giving you more data. They are not going to disconnect your phone or your internet or your cable TV because they want you to stay home, right? And so the FCC has kind of pushed everybody's buttons a little bit and said, well, you gotta give them more data and all of that. And it's not just YouTube that's reducing the quality of your video. Netflix has said they're going to do it. Amazon Prime has said they're going to do it. Disney has said they're going to do it. So there is a bunch of companies that are actually doing this. So basically, what it comes down to is the internet is being overloaded. Because everybody around the world is basically being told to quarantine themselves, and it doesn't seem like it's letting up anytime soon, right? So, but I figured I would just go ahead and talk about this topic a little bit, since it might be an interesting topic, and some of you may not know how to change the quality of the settings, or you might have noticed it's pretty bad and you didn't know how to change it, right? And that is the reason why. I've heard from some YouTubers saying that their internet has been super slow, and I have also noticed it at my house as well, that last week when I was home that the internet was crazy slow. And so I actually even called my service provider and complained about it because it was so slow. And so they did something. Now this week my internet seems to have been a little bit faster, but anyways, that's basically what it comes down to, is everybody is at home and everybody is on the internet. So the internet is basically being overloaded at this point. They're struggling to provide everybody with enough data to stream all their movies and shows and whatever you're doing on the internet, right? And so that's what it comes down to, is that the internet is being overloaded. And so that's why they're reducing the quality until the end of April. and pretty much everybody across the board is doing that. I've also heard from Canadian providers that they are also doing similar things than they are doing here in the US, that they are not allowed to disconnect your phone. And another thing that Verizon is also doing is they are also giving you an additional 300 minutes to call international. So for certain countries, not all countries, I don't think, not all of them are included, but some of the most hard hit countries, to those countries, if you have family there, you can now actually call them with 300 minutes for the next month, and that's included, like, you know, no extra charge at all. So you can go read all of that in the link that I'm going to leave you below. But that's what they're saying they're also going to do. They're also going to give you an additional 300 minutes of long distance calling to different countries that are hit the hardest. And I think it's good. I think it really is. But I hope this will be over with soon. I am afraid that it ain't going to be over anytime soon, but hopefully it's over with by the end of April. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed the little bit of information. I hope it was helpful to you, and hopefully you are able to figure out how to change the quality of your video stream if you all of a sudden noticed the video quality hasn't been that great or isn't that great or whatever. Now you know why and how to change it. For Netflix, I'm not 100% sure how you really go about changing it there. The only thing that I have found is I can actually go and log into my Netflix account, and I can go into the settings on the actual account and say that I want my video to be streamed HD. But it's kind of hard with Netflix. They don't really give you any options, especially on the TV. They don't really give you any options, or even on the computer. If you watch anything on the computer or on the app, they don't really give you an option to change the quality. It basically automatically determines the speed of your internet, and it kind of streams according to that kind of quality. So Netflix might be a little hard. I'm not too familiar with all the other ones, like for instance Disney, or I don't have Amazon Prime, so I'm not sure exactly how to change those settings, but you might have to go into your settings on those devices or those streaming services and figure out how you can change the streaming quality on there. But I'm just here to inform you guys that that's what's going on. I hope you guys enjoyed this informative video. If you did, don't forget to leave me a big fat thumbs up. Share the video with all your friends and family, so that way they know how to change the quality of their video stream, so they don't have to, you know, suffer with 480p on a 46-inch screen TV, right? And complain about how horrible the video quality has been recently, right? And that's it. That's all I got for you guys. Thanks for watching, and we will see you on the next one.